All right. All right. Good morning. Wow. Very interesting day. Very good looking day right now. I don't know, guys. I'm starting to think. We may be looking at a bottom here. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna make that bold statement just yet, but I want to show you guys quite a bit of things I'm looking at this morning to sort of back up that statement. A lot of good looks on the market. A lot of uncertainty starting to go away. Um, you had your CPI data, you had your FOMC minutes come out. Nothing too unexpected, and the market just needs certainty. And I think the market got that certainty yesterday. So, we'll see what goes on from this point forward. Technicals look great. Bulls look to be wide awake this morning. You don't want to get too overconfident in either direction, but you do want to at least see that I think there's some pretty good opportunities on this market. I mean, there are so many strong tech setups that I look at on this chart every single morning. There's so many strong tech stocks that are coming off some really, really nice levels, guys. And, this is, these are the times where you want to start taking those shots, right? So it looks fantastic. Right now looks really good. Some of the plays we're in look great. So I'm very happy this morning. I'm going to definitely focus in this morning and really look at, what play do I want to take. I need my staple play. I need my one play that I want to ride this market back up with. That's what I'll be looking for today. So we'll see, guys. Market looks great. Yesterday we got the uncertainty out. Today we have jobless claims numbers. So we'll see if that affects the market today. Asian market was up huge yesterday, up about almost 2%. Asian market was up. We have earnings that came out. It seems like banks did very well across the board. Very strong bank performance, which should give some type of confidence to investors. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And let's just go ahead and run through today. Let's prepare for the day. And congratulations to anyone that, has been doing well in this. Upstart has been crushing it. Affirm just continues to go higher. Those two stocks have been money. Baba, doing well on Baba. This morning, a little funky thing occurred on Baba, which sort of is unfortunate. We'll go through it. But some news about Amazon. I thought we were going to see a huge gap up on Baba. Asian market up almost 2%. Baba was up to almost 170 in the after hours, and then of course, there's some news this morning about how Amazon's going to fly to China. So it's given a little bit of a pullback on Baba, but honestly, I think that might be an opportunity. I think this is a little bit of an overreaction in the pre-market. So let's go ahead and and by the way, F1 Miami. If you guys are not aware, if you're interested in going, the pre-sale tickets are soon. And no, I'm not sponsored by F1. I wish I was. But there are pre-sale tickets. My date is October 26th. So if anyone is going to F1 Miami, make sure to hit me up before you go. I'll be there. Maybe we'll meet up. I'm very excited for that. So 10:14 stream schedule. Here we go. Futures. We definitely want to look at futures. NASDAQ, S&P, Dow. A lot of good looks on all three of them. I want to show you guys today. Jobless claims. That comes out at 8:30. We'll see if it affects the market at all. SE and Upstart. Just the most beautiful flag patterns I have ever seen on a daily chart. I'm being honest. This is some of the most beautiful flag patterns that I've seen on a chart. And the way that they followed through and the way that they worked out are just insane. So we caught both of them. We caught Upstart's flag breakout. We called out SE yesterday in the Discord chat. So if anyone got those, congratulations. I definitely I'll definitely be. I'm sorry, I missed that. What I was going to say. I missed out on some of SE, unfortunately. But I took a decent move. Of course, got a little stopped out. Got stopped out around this, around the, I think it was the what level was it? Around the 340 level, I believe. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. SE Upstart, I'll show you guys. It could honestly continue higher. Yeah, Zoom's looking good as well. Upstart continuation. We'll look at that today. We'll focus in on Upstart. BABA, very nice gap hold. So BABA had a gap up this week, Monday. It pulled back, held the gap. Looks very good. So I want to show you guys BABA, Twilio, and Lulu. Twilio is a play that one of our associates, ADR, in the chat took, and I love the setup. I really like the trades he took, and I want to show you guys Twilio. It looks fantastic, and Lulu looks very similar. So I want to show you those two setups today. Those look really great. Roku, stock that I've continued to watch here. Roku has now officially held the 20 SMA on the daily chart and looks to be engulfing some previous price action. So I want to watch this one. Affirm holding highs. I want to show you guys some levels on Affirm, and then hopefully some of the members will recommend some stocks because there are a ton of stocks moving this morning. I mean, Nvidia has a flag breakout. Netflix looks to be breaking out of a flag. Square, PayPal look great. So there's too much moving right now for me to go over all of it. But I will try to get to some of the stuff that I am watching. The other thing that's making me, that's paining me this morning is looking at CRM hitting all-time highs. If you guys know, if you've been around the channel, or if you're in the Discord chat, I wanted to catch CRM so bad. I had my position. I got stopped out of it. Really shouldn't have got stopped out of it. I took like $100 loss, or even, I think it was even less. Just really focusing on my risk management at that time. Market was still in a little bit of a sticky situation at that time. So unfortunately, I stopped out of CRM, but you can see if you look at the daily chart, it did exactly what we were expecting. It held that previous retest level, started to curl higher, and now it's at all-time highs. So if you caught CRM, I know Quentin, if you're in here, I know you did, and maybe some other of you guys did. So CRM was badass. Unfortunately, I am left on the sidelines on that one, even though I was watching that play like a hawk. So let's go ahead and get started here. We have a lot to cover, a lot of stocks we can look at today. So let's go ahead and review them. NASDAQ. So as we speak, the NASDAQ is hitting new highs right here. Not all new all-time highs, but new intraday highs. New highs here, 14,923. We are about 80 points away from the key level that we need to break through. If we break through 15,000 and hold above it, you got to be pretty bullish here. That's a higher low and a higher high. So I think 15,000 is your level, guys, today. Watch 15,000. That is a higher low and that is a higher high. If we get a higher low and a higher high, that is an indication of some type of uptrend here. Maybe you draw from here and you draw this uptrend. If you get that, I really do believe this thing could continue higher. So 15,000 is my key level. If you break above these previous highs from back on the 7th and back on the 8th of October, that I believe is a very, very big breakout. So 15,000 on the NASDAQ, guys, that is what I'm looking at. Now, something I want to show you on the daily chart, which is pretty interesting. If we zoom in to this previous bounce, you guys can see this bounce from back in May. Let's look at the price action. Let's look at what we did here. So we can see we moved up, we fell, we tried to bounce, we fell, but what did we do at this time? We went ahead and created a higher low as well. So this formation that we are looking at right here, I'm actually going to zoom out. It makes it actually a little bit easier to read. This formation that you guys see right here, this down, up, down, higher, low, and then the break above the higher high, right here in this little congestion, is pretty much identical to what we are starting to see here. We have our drop, we have our bounce, bounce, move lower, higher low. We have the higher low here, and then now we just need that higher high. And you can see what came after that bottom here on the NASDAQ, a beautiful 13% move on the NASDAQ. So if we get this same type of congestion, this same type of bottoming formation, which we are starting to get right now on the NASDAQ, you can't count out the opportunity of just another, 100 SMA dip, that gets bought up, that the market heads back to all-time highs. I mean, why? Why not, right? I mean, some people, I like to think both ways. I like to be bullish, but I also, when I think that, when the bearish side is totally obvious, then I have to switch my mindset. But right now, I really do believe that this is just another pretty decent bottoming formation that we are starting to see in the market. Now, I could be totally wrong. We could come back here, we could fail 15,000, and we can give up all this price action. If we, by some way, give up all this price action and drop below these lows, well, then we all know this is going to get ugly, right? I mean, we know that if this NASDAQ pulls back, drops below these lows of 14,400, I mean, this is going to be a very ugly dip if we jump back below these lows. But right now, I have to say, I don't think we are heading that direction because of the higher low that was formed, because of the very controlled reaction to CPI data and FOMC minutes. The market did not panic. It seemed very stable yesterday. And this pre-market, this futures market, the recovery on the Asian market, which is now up 500 points, the NKD, I think we are heading in the upward trajectory here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Of course, you still want to approach every day a little bit cautious, but I am definitely someone that is looking for upside here. Maybe I'll lose some money or maybe I'll make some money, but I am definitely going to be looking for upside here, especially if we break 15,000 on the NASDAQ today, which is about 60 points away, 65 points away. So that's the NASDAQ. Here's the ES. ES is looking even better. ES is basically breaking out of this downtrend. A beautiful little inverse head and shoulders formed, guys. You guys know we talked about this. We talked about the inverse head and shoulders. So low, bottom, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, boom, inverse head and shoulders. Actually, I want to look at UNH because someone just said it in the chat. What's it doing? A decent pop. Yeah, nice earnings pop. All right, so, oh wow, look at the ES right now on the 1 minute. Oh man, looks pretty strong. So daily chart, inverse head and shoulders. You got your downtrend. It's starting to break right now. 100 SMA hold. I absolutely love to see that. I think your next test is probably going to be above these previous highs. So if we go to the 4-hour chart, we'll see this a little bit better. Here's your 4-hour downtrend, guys. You can see very clearly that the market is wanting to try to attempt this downtrend today. We are slightly through it in the pre-market. Next test, big test, will probably be around this 44.20, right up here at these previous highs, 44.20. After that, I would say these little congestion highs around here, maybe you call it 44.70. And then, I mean, at that point, guys, I think you're heading back to new highs. So downtrend breakout is big. We're getting it right now, guys, as we speak. We're getting the downtrend breakout. Inverse head and shoulders, a beautiful bottoming formation on the market. Higher lows, very nice to see. Now we just need to get this. We need to solidify this downtrend breakout, and I think the ES is on an upward trajectory. So that's the ES. Absolutely love it as well. Looks very good this morning. Dow. Dow should be good today with bank earnings and UNH earnings. Very good bank earnings. Looks like the market's reacting positively to them. UNH performing well as also. UNH is the number one largest stock in the number one largest holding in the Dow. So that should definitely help the Dow higher. Dow's up about 300 points this morning. The Dow's just continue to hold this 3350. There's no downtrend on the Dow anymore. I mean, this is just consolidation. So I like how we ended the downtrend. If anything, we're making higher lows. We're creating the same inverse head and shoulders on the Dow. And if we get a break above this 35, let's just call it 35,000. If we were to get a break above 35,000, I think that's your move right there. If you get a break above that 35,000. So very good look on the Dow as well. I think all of the indices look strong this morning. You know, the only one that I could see that is a little bit concerning is the NASDAQ. There's obviously still some previous highs above that we could fail. But as of right now, I have to believe and I have to think that we are getting a pretty nice push here on the market. So that is what I'm looking at today, guys, on the futures. We will see what happens. Keep 15,000 on your charts on the NASDAQ. Facebook, yeah, I can add that. Let me go ahead and get the members. The Google Docs. If you guys are a member of the channel, if you'd like to join, it's $4.99. You can press that join button down below. You can go ahead, you get access to this Google Docs where you can every single day post the tickers you want to see, and we will go over them. So today we have we only have one person. So if you guys if you're a member of this channel, don't forget you can use this Google Docs, put some tickers in there. All right, so jobless claims, that's at 8:30. SC and Upstart, guys. Let's look at these beautiful charts. I mean, these things are nice. Here's the daily chart. Look at this SC chart. So yesterday in the chat, we called out right here, SC at 9:53 a.m. We called out SC 1022, 350 calls for $4.86. These contracts were up over 100% yesterday. Which is beautiful. And the reason I called it out there was because there was a very nice 9 EMA pullback, and I was looking to see if I could ride this breakout. You guys can see here on the daily chart, just an incredible daily breakout here. Here's your flag pattern. Here's your hold at 312. SC is traditionally a very strong stock. If we zoom out, we can see SC is just continues to go higher on every dip. And this dip was no exception. So pullback, bear or bull flag, breakout. When you get that breakout, it just, it's all gone from there. There's yesterday's price action, straight up, after hours moving up even higher. So beautiful trade on SC. See if there's more continuation today. Maybe be aware of some of these highs. There's really not much left. You're almost back at that all-time high. So maybe just keep an eye on that 360. See how it perform around there. That's SC, guys. Incredible trade. Here's Upstart. You guys can see this chart is almost identical. If anything, Upstart's even stronger because look at the second day of continuation here on Upstart. This wasn't just a single day breakout. This was a continuation move. And in the pre-market today, we are above all-time highs on Upstart. So incredible trade on Upstart. If you guys caught this with me, that's awesome. I mean, it was just so clean. Daily chart breakout. Look how clean that is. It looks identical to this SC trade. So if you guys see these types of setups on the market, you got to at least put something small on the line here. It's all about the risk to reward. This is in my opinion, a very good setup to be trading. Even if you do get a pullback, I think if you have your proper stops below these lows, I think it's a good trade to take. So very nice flag breakout. That's Upstart. I want to show you one more flag that I'm looking at, actually two more flags that I'm looking at today. One of them is Netflix. So guys, if you're listening, listen here. This is Netflix. Netflix is starting to flag here on the hourly. Also on the 4 hour, you are seeing this identical flag on Netflix. So please take a look at Netflix today. You're somewhat... The only thing I'll say, which I wish we pulled back, here to 620s, to 617s. I wish we got a little bit more of a pullback right here. I wish we came down to, to here and then started the flag higher. However, I'm not going to discount the fact that this market is strong right now, and I think we might be able to get this flag breakout today. So Netflix, flag break possible today. If that flag breaks, I think you go to new highs. So I would definitely be watching Netflix here on this flag. Next one is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is currently breaking a flag. It's a little bit of a shorter, a smaller flag here, but it's right here. So you have your little flag pattern right around here. You're starting to get that breakout. So right here on NVIDIA, if I zoom in, you had your flag on the 4 hour. You flagged down the previous highs right around 205, 206. Very strong. Nice little double bottom. Starting to push higher. And at this point, you just want to see these previous highs break. If you get that previous high breakout, NVIDIA could very well be on its way to recovering this move. So you have an NVIDIA. If you ignore that flag breakout, you guys can see we beautifully, perfectly held this uptrend. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful hold of the uptrend. Little flag breakout occurring right now. What makes you think that NVIDIA will not move higher with this market back towards 230? I would definitely be watching NVIDIA today, guys. This is probably my top watch today. All right. That's NVIDIA, Netflix, SE, and Upstart. 4 beautiful flag breakouts, potential flag breakouts on Netflix, and I think you guys should be watching all of them. So please watch those today. BABA. All right, so BABA. Where's BABA at this morning? So BABA's back towards closing levels. That's good to see. Nice recovery here. But here's the reason why I took BABA. This is a very clean setup, in my opinion. Very clean. So here it is, guys. You guys know Friday of last week, I opened up a BABA call. We gapped up to around 172. I closed for about 110%. Very nice trade. Pullback. Where did we pull back to? We pulled back perfectly to where it was gapped up. This is your gap on the 4-hour chart, or on any chart, on the hourly, 30-minute, 4-hour, daily. There is your gap up. Right here, big gap on the chart, right? What did we do? We pulled back and filled the gap. Perfect gap fill, bouncing off of support here. If I go into Tuesday's price action, let me show you something. Here is Tuesday's price action. Look at the price action that we held here on BABA on Tuesday. Look at how well this thing consolidated at this gap fill, 162.50. Very strong. Hamza, if you're in here, Hamza's in the Discord chat. He was asking me whether I think he should get in here. That's a tough call. There's always risk involved with getting in, before the move starts to occur. But yeah, Hamza, it was a good look. I don't think you took it, but I didn't take it either. So this would have been a great entry here at 162.50. However, I think yesterday was was a great entry as well when you started to get that confirmation off of the gap fill. So I like BABA here quite a bit. I like the gap fill. I like the support at 162.50, and I really do believe if this Asian market continues to recover, which it is, it's up 500 points today. So I think BABA could definitely continue here, definitely to the 172s. And then if you can break the previous 172 highs, I think you get up to 180s. I think you definitely get up to 180s. If this Asian market continues right here, 180s would be my price target on this play. So that's BABA. Love that setup. Yeah, really like it. Whoops. All right, Twilio. Can you please say the level numbers on each chart when you indicate breakout level numbers? Yeah, I think I've been saying them, but sure. Here's Twilio, guys. Twilio. Hold on, got an itch in my throat. Does anyone else get itches in their throat? It happens to me a lot. So Twilio, sort of sideways. Can't find the link to the Excel sheet. It's pinned in the chat. I'll go ahead and pop it up there one more time. It's pinned in the chat. All right, so Twilio, sort of sideways for the most part. If you look at the overall trend, right? Allergic to these flags. So pretty sideways for the most part. However, this pullback to 310 has been insane. I mean, this was a perfect pullback right here. 1, 2, 3, and let me see. I want to give a shout out to where is it? Yesterday at 10:41. Hold on. I don't know where it is. if it's in here. Never mind. Well, yesterday it was a huge day yesterday on Twilio. I just want to show you guys this setup. I think it may be able to continue. So you have a little bit of a downtrend here that did start to break yesterday. I like to see that right here. You can see right there. You have that downtrend. 1, 2, 3. We got it. We got our breakthrough. We got a nice breakthrough on Twilio here, right here. Big breakthrough. Hold of this 310 level. I really like the fact that we got that big daily candle through this downtrend, and I definitely think there's some continuation here. I'm a little bit cautious of, moving up into these previous resistance levels. So you can see resistance level here. Let me go to the 4 hour. We can see it's very clear. Previous high resistance levels at 352. Resistance levels at 370. So you can see right in this level, 352, 370. We have some of these previous highs that could act as resistance. But I like the breakout of the downtrend. I love the hold at 310 right here, and I think this could be a very nice play. So I would watch Twilio over the coming weeks. Next one is Lulu. So Lulu, very strong support back here at 386, previous high. Also, very nice previous support, 1, 2, 3, and we now are at 4. So 4 tests of this 386 two share junkie. I love Josh. I don't know what you're doing by doing that in this chat. I think he's a great guy, and if anyone watches Josh, great. I watch him too. So I don't know what you're doing saying that. So nice 1, 2, 3 hold. Very nice 386 on Lulu. What it did, guys, is it filled this gap. So you had this gap up on earnings right here, big gap up right on earnings, and we never filled the gap until just about yesterday. or 2 days ago. You can see we moved higher, tried to do a little bit of a gap and go. Unfortunately, the gap and go did not work. Started to fail here at 435, and then we pulled over, filled this gap to the downside. 100 SMA hold. I actually just realized that. Beautiful 100 SMA hold on Lulu. This could be a very nice play. I would definitely be watching this, guys. So you have this 486 support. That would be your stop, right? You could put your stop under this 486, maybe below the 100 SMA, and then see if you can ride this thing back towards highs. So I like Lulu here. I would definitely be watching it. Like the setup, like the support, at this downside. Guys, if you are a member of this YouTube channel, not the Discord, if you're a member of the YouTube channel, it's pinned in the chat. People are asking where to find you have to be a member of the YouTube channel. Pinned in the chat. If you press that pinned link in the chat, if you see where it says members, if you don't see the members, then you're not a member of the YouTube channel. All right, so that's Lulu. Roku. So, you guys know I've been spotting Roku for a while now. I love it. I think this sell-off of almost 40% was a pretty extreme. 295, 1, 2, 3, 295 hold. I really like that. 1, 2, 3. I think that's very strong. I think that's a very strong support level for Roku. Now, you're getting your push. You're getting your push now. And what we saw yesterday was a 20 SMA hold on the daily chart. A very nice little consolidation and a push higher, starting to engulf this 4-day price action. We have jobless claims in a minute. Yep. So here is a little bit of a shorter view look. You guys can see a push up. We consolidated for about 4 days. A little bit of a downward channel here, and then boom, breakout on Roku yesterday. Very strong move. 20 SMA hold. Really like this consolidation and a break of this consolidation. I think that looks absolutely great. I'm definitely going to be watching this. So a little bit of a flag, I guess you could call it, right here on Roku. And this breakout, this is definitely, you're definitely early here on Roku. This is definitely a risky potential trade to the upside. There's definitely a lot of resistance still above, but I like the fact that we are starting to see some type of bullishness here at the bottom. So that's Roku. Let's go ahead and look at the NASDAQ, see if we get any reaction to jobless claims. So it looks like first candle is pretty bullish here. It would almost feel too bullish if the jobless claim pushed us up also. Wouldn't it? Just feel like too much. Like, hold on a second. So let's see if we get the numbers here. All right, NASDAQ pushing up. Breaking news. Do we have any numbers on the jobless claims yet? No. Nothing I have. Oh, man. All right, NASDAQ pushing up pretty quickly. Looks like the market's liking what it's seeing here. This might be a massive day, guys. This might be a massive day. You know, I don't want to get too excited coming into the morning. It's hard not to, but this is looking like a pretty bullish day right now. Very strong pre-market. Of course, there's always that expectation of a pre-market dip. So if we get that pre-market panic, I think that's fine. You just got to, you know, relax and look to see where this thing pulls back to. I would expect some type of pre-market dip. I mean, we're up quite a bit from yesterday's levels. So any type of pre-market dip should be viewed as an opportunity, in my opinion. Or not pre-market dip, market open panic. Jobless claims 293 versus forecast of 320. So, less jobless claims, which is sort of, you know, I mean, it sort of works in the favor of the tapering of the, you know, of lower jobless people. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this market reacts. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is going to be just pretty sideways. But yeah, very, very true. Market makers love to fool you. So, you know, always a skeptic. I agree. You know, you never want to get too one-sided. There's always possibility to both directions. I like to just trade the trend. And in my opinion, this is my personal opinion, I see that we're starting to get a little bit of a trend to the upside. It's very early. You know, it's not a solid trend. It's the beginning of a potential bottom. And that's my personal opinion, right? I could be wrong. You know, don't trade off my opinions. I'm just sort of sharing with you guys some setups here that I like. So, jobless claims, 293 versus 318. Not seeing too much of a reaction here. Here's the article. 293 versus 318. We'll see what happens. I'm going to assume that the market doesn't move that much off this news. Excuse me. All right. Let's just keep an eye on it. If tapering's priced in, this should be bullish, right? Yeah, I mean, I think that's why you're not going to see too much of a move. Yeah, because tapering's, you know, expected to happen, and you know, jobless claims, a lower jobless claim should help that argument of tapering. The only thing I could see that messes us up is if we taper sooner than expected, or if we, you know, quicker than expected. I think that's the one outstanding fear that some people still have, right? So, no, I'm not. This is just the NASDAQ, NQ. All right, so next, Affirm. Yeah, I can look at Square. I look at Square and PayPal. All right, guys, so Affirm's a crazy one. But Affirm, for the most part, just continues to hold previous highs, and that's what I love about this stock. So I'm still in Affirm, personally. I've been in it for a few days now, and you can see push higher, pull back. Where did the pullback hold yesterday? And this is all I was looking at. The only reason I was willing to hold Affirm into today was the fact that it held these previous highs. I was talking into the chat all day yesterday saying how if Affirm holds these previous highs, I think this has more upside. I mean, I sent that in the chat. I think a lot of people saw that and maybe also held Affirm as well. But Affirm holding previous highs, it continues to do this time after time. And if you hold previous highs, you have to be bullish because look at what's happening here. So you had your previous highs at 145. If we go to, let's say, the 15-minute chart, you can see we pushed higher, we pulled back, we held previous highs very nicely right here. Very nice little demand zone on Affirm. And boom, we get the higher move along with the market. This exact same thing happened multiple times. I'll show you. So here is one time. This is a big one at 107. 1, 2, 3, very strong. I do want to give a quick shout out to Robin, if you are here. I don't know if you're in the chat, Robin, or in the live stream. But I was going through some of the technical analysis that you guys send here in the Discord, in our technical analysis section. And Robin absolutely nailed this Affirm. Look at this chart at 106. This was at 106. This was on October 5th. On AFRM, on Affirm. Look at that, and look at what happened after she. I think it's Robin. Are you a she or a he? Sorry, it's hard to tell. I don't know. I don't know whether, but Robin. Oh, Robin, there you are. Look at that. Look at that chart that you sent here, and look at what happened after you sent that chart. Beautiful, just really great. So shout out to you. So if you guys are in the chat, make sure to be checking out this. I'll look at Facebook. I'm still going to look at some names here. I want to look at most of tech names today. Shout out to you for posting that. If you guys are in the Discord chat, make sure to check out the technical analysis section. That was very clean. But anyways, very nice hold there. 107, nice call out. After holding that 107, it did it once again. So right here, Affirm held once again at previous highs. Right there. Boom. Previous highs. Right here. You can see around 130s. Continued to hold that. Pushed again. And now I think the next previous high it wants to hold is up here at 145. So these are stair steps, right? 1, 2, 3. Stair stepping pattern. Very nice. 145. Very clean. Yesterday held it. That Affirm hold was on the 30. 130. Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure. What do you mean the 30? The 30th maybe you meant? But anyways, so 131, 107, and 145 yesterday. I think Affirm, it's at all-time highs. There could be more upside here. Keep an eye on it. All right, let's go over. Okay, now we got a lot of stocks in here. I want to quickly go over, 30-minute chart. Yeah, it's on, let me check for you. Yeah, you can see it on the 30-minute TNT. You can see it on multiple time frames. 15-minute, you can see it. So yeah. Thanks, Grind Forever. Appreciate you, man. Let's press the like button. All right, so I quickly want to go over Facebook, Square, and PayPal. I think those are three that I want to go over, and then we'll go over some stuff that you guys want to look at. So Facebook, Square, PayPal. I'm probably only going to be looking at like big tech today, guys. So I'm sorry. Like big tech is basically what I think everyone should be focusing on today. This looks to be the hot sector right now. Tech, FANG, the good stuff, the easy stuff. Is what's going to be moving. The stuff that's been sold off that people are going to buy at any time. I think that's the stuff you got to focus on. So, yeah, Apple as well. But Facebook, I'm a little bit concerned about Facebook. I'm not ready to be a buyer of Facebook. Why? Because I just don't see the formation yet. I don't see the technical formation yet. I need to see something here to like confirm a downside, confirm a bottom. Right now, it's just a sort of a falling knife on Facebook. It has been for a long time. Like Nvidia, you can see it's starting to bounce, right? Roku starting to bounce. But when you look at Facebook, there's nothing there just yet. So wait for Facebook. Let's wait to see if it can put some type of push higher. I don't think you're going to miss anything if this thing pushes higher. So don't feel like you're going to miss out on this because even if this thing pushes higher, I'd expect some type of pullback, and maybe that's your entry. So I'd be careful right here on Facebook. I know this could be a great opportunity with the market maybe recovering. Maybe you get the absolute bottom. Me personally, I want to wait a few days. I want to see some bullish confirmation. Yeah, the 200 SMA, that's what everyone keeps saying. Sorry, I don't have that up. Let me push that up here. 200 SMA. So, yeah, maybe I should have that 200 up. Here's the 200. Yeah, so there you go. Exactly. 200 SMA bounce. Maybe you take it off that, you know. I mean, Facebook at a 200 SMA, I don't think you can beat that. Even if you lose money on this trade, I think it was a good trade. I mean, even if this thing breaks below the 200 with a market that's potentially moving higher, it's very shocking. So, Facebook, yeah, 200 SMA, that could be your trade. Or, in my opinion, maybe you wait for the 330 break. 330 break, push lower. Yeah, so I agree, Night Fox. Maybe a December call, maybe even a January. So grind forever. I appreciate that, man, but you don't need to. I don't know if you're a bot or if you're just actually spamming the chat with that, but you don't need to do that. Facebook, PayPal. I appreciate you though. PayPal long-term uptrend. Yeah, grind forever. You don't need to. I appreciate you though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice hold of the uptrend. Very nice. I want to see if PayPal can hold this trend. There is some troubles going on with PayPal about, I think, a lawsuit yesterday. So what was the news yesterday? Something going on with PayPal, right? Am I just out of my mind? Is that not true? Did something happen on PayPal? Let me know if something happened on PayPal yesterday. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice hold of this uptrend. PayPal could be one that definitely can recover here. This is another one that got pretty beat up, about 18% off its highs. Keep an eye on that uptrend. That's all I'd be watching. But I would wait for a break above. I would wait for something here. Like you guys can see, look at the 200 SMA. See how we rejected that? Yeah, jobless claims were out 15 minutes ago. See how we rejected this 200 SMA on the daily? I would need maybe a little bit of a push above that before I'm ready. So Square, very similar chart. You guys can see. If I can zoom in here. Jesus. Is PayPal moving up in the pre-market? I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's moving up. I just need to see. Would like to see something. I would like to see something. It looks good. You guys look at this. Look at this uptrend hold. I mean, look at that trend. Very easy. I mean, it's perfect. Perfect trend. I see grind forever. We'll get it. Don't worry, man. We'll get the likes. So very nice uptrend hold. Like that on PayPal. On the daily chart, I'm just a little concerned of the 200 SMA. I want to see it get above there. That's at 265, so about $5 off. So PayPal, Square, you guys can see Square as well. Very nice long-term uptrend, and Square is starting to look like it's a little bit ahead of PayPal here, right? I think the bounce is a little bit ahead of it. So you can see 1, 2, 3, very nice hold, push higher. Like to see that, it's a matter of the market at this point, in my opinion. You can take this trade. You have to put your stop maybe below these lows with your take profit back towards the highs if it's a longer term trade. I like the bounce. If the market recovers, this could definitely move. If we go to some of the shorter term stuff here, we can see I'm probably be watching this 251 area as your first resistance level. That is your previous high here. And then after that, I'd probably be looking at this 255 and then your 268s. So watch some of these previous levels to the upside on Square. But I do like the long-term uptrend hold on Square. What was the other one I was going to look at? Facebook. Okay, that was it. Facebook, PayPal, Square. All right, now I got to get to some of the stuff the members want to look at. We're going to have to go pretty quick here. So we got Net, Dash, Shop, Dow. We already looked at the Dow. So just watch the beginning of the stream. Airbnb, ZS. We already got inverse CrowdStrikes. No. All right, yeah, I'm going to start with CrowdStrike because CrowdStrike is an absolute animal. CrowdStrike had one of the most unbelievable days I've ever seen on a stock yesterday. I mean, this thing just moved higher all day. There was not a single time that CrowdStrike went down yesterday. Straight up, basically no downside. I mean, it was just insane. So, huge day on CrowdStrike, broke through a very important level here on the daily chart. If we look at the daily chart on CrowdStrike, right here, what you'll see is we broke through this 269, or right around, yeah, I mean, you're still sort of at it, I have to say. I had it here at 268. We did get through it in some sense. Dow Inc. All right, I can look at it for you, Daniel. What's the high of this candle? 272.63. 272.63. It's 272.63. So I think if you break that 272.63 candle, then it's really heading back to new highs right around here. But you guys can see we are, chilling, and we are starting to break out of this previous high here on CrowdStrike. This is an insane move. An incredible hold here at 235. Pullback, retest. Wish I caught that. That's absolutely gorgeous. Also dates back to previous highs back here. I mean, there is just nothing better than a break and retest, guys. There is nothing better than a break and retest in the market, and I will say that confidently. RSIs, MACDs, not even SMAs or EMAs. Nothing compares to taking trades off of previous levels. I mean, this shows up so many times in the market, and if you guys can just simplify your trading and look for these retest holds and have the mindset, and sometimes you're going to miss them. Like, I didn't catch this one on Roku or CrowdStrike. It's not a stock I usually watch. If you can have the mindset of taking a play in this consolidation when most people are not willing to, and you can change your mindset to put a stop loss below the demand zone and have a take profit above, taking it here at previous levels, I guarantee you your trading will change, because you'll no longer be chasing plays, you'll no longer be panicked, you'll have clear stop losses, you'll have a clear trade plan, and you'll be buying at support levels, which gives you the edge in the trade. And if you caught this on CrowdStrike, this is like 1,000% trade probably. If you caught CrowdStrike back at 240, maybe with some Novembers, maybe with some shorter term Octobers, that's 1,000% trade right there, maybe even more. So awesome. Just an awesome trade setup. This chart on CrowdStrike, you should look at this chart and you should just try to find the same exact setup, because this is perfect. Previous highs turn into support, and then look at that breakout. That's incredible. So CrowdStrike, love it. Absolutely love it. Snow, I'm a little bit cautious of Snow. I'm a little bit concerned about these highs here, but we are starting to break through them. So 327.41. 327, we already went over Affirm and Netflix. 327.41. We're just about there. We're actually over it here in the pre-market. So stop chasing breakouts. After I stopped, my trading has been so calculated, relaxed, and honestly profitable since I've stopped trading breakouts. I don't think it's the right, for me personally, I don't think that's the style. And I think a lot of people, they'll try out different styles. They'll try out different ways to trade. I think, me personally, I found this setup is the best for me. I've tried scalping breakouts. I've tried day trading breakouts. I've tried, many things, but I think I personally enjoy this style the most, especially for someone that doesn't want to be in front of the screen all day. If you work a 9 to 5, you can set up these types of trades and you can walk away and trust your stop loss, trust your technical levels. All right, we're going to have to go real quick here. Snow, 50 SMA hold. Be careful of 327.41. That's all I have to say. Maybe you wait for a pullback. Airbnb. I like Airbnb. I love the hold here at these previous levels, 20 SMA. It's 177. You need the break of 177. I'd be careful of that. I'd preferably rather take Airbnb on the pullback of 177. ZS, perfect 50 SMA hold. That's where you want to be taking this, not here. This move is, guys, when we look at trades like this, when you start to see this move away, it's no longer this is the problem with taking my type of trade setup, right? You need to catch it before this occurs. This right now, I'm not comfortable trading that. But this and this flag breakout, look at this flag breakout. This is just like Upstart and ZS. You need to buy it before this happens. You need to find it before this happens to have a really nice trade, to have a trade that you're comfortable in. If you caught this anywhere before the last 2 days, you're sitting real pretty. Now you have to worry about your trade. You have to stress about it because you're not sure whether this thing's going to pull back or not. I don't like taking that type of trade. So that's that. Dow. Dow, it looks like it's trying to hold maybe some of these retest levels, but there's just no confirmation yet. I don't know if this is from you, Daniel, but it needs to do something here. It needs to bounce. It needs some kind of bullish confirmation here on the on DOW. That's what I'd be looking for. Shopify. So Shopify, I've been watching these previous highs. Actually, I was charting this out yesterday for myself. 1, 2, 1, 2, hold here at Shop. Very nice push higher. I like that. The only thing I would say about Shop is you need a lot of money. You need some deep pockets to play this to play this. So make sure you have deep pockets there if you're going to play Shop on that bounce. But that looks pretty good. Dash, 50 SMA hold. Yeah, I mean this is sort of like that flag, right? I mean, this is sort of the flag before this would be this would be taking this before this actually occurs. I don't love the stock DoorDash, I will say. I don't love the way it trades, but if you like DoorDash, if you like trading it, this is a nice 50 SMA hold. And tell me this does not look almost the exact same as ZS here. Look at ZS. Look at that 50 SMA hold. Look at the flag breakout. Tell me, Shop. Tell me that is not almost identical right here. Look at that. So that's what I'd be watching on Dash. And finally, for YT, YT, there's nothing really I could say here. I would say maybe watch the 20 SMA on the 30-minute. It seems to be holding that, but at this point, it's not really a trade I would take. It's a momentum trade. I personally rather take take the setups. This is more of just a momentum trade. Do I do long-term trading? I mean, I invest in a long-term portfolio, yeah. But all right, that's it, guys. If you could, before you head out, if you could press the like button. Maybe we get over 300. That would be great. I'm shocked to see not more than 300 likes. If you could. If I'm no guru, but that looks identical. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you do need a bag for Shop contracts. Definitely. So, if you could, there's 660 people here, 671 people here. If we could get half of you to press the like button, that would be fantastic. I really appreciate you guys. I would definitely focus in today. It's looking like a pretty interesting day. So, interesting day. Focus in. Don't get too over bullish at market open. Look for maybe a pre-market panic sell-off. Maybe look for some morning profit taking. If we get some morning profit taking, I think you jump on that opportunity, to be quite honest. So, let's see what happens. Today, I'm going into the day holding BABA, Affirm, and Upstart. I'm holding all three, and I opened up a small Roku play yesterday as well. So I'm in some calls this morning. I'll keep you guys updated on how they go. Discord cheaper? No, Discord is extremely cheap. You guys have people out there charging $100 a month for Discord. That's that provide half the value of what we do. So yeah, no, I can't discount. I know the Discord is quality. I know it is. And I'm not, I sometimes think about lowering it, but I know it's quality. and I'm just going to continue to do what I do. I'm here all day, man. I am here. People know in the Discord chat, this is my life. I am here all day. I'm posting charts all day. I'm in here late hours. I'm here every morning. This is not any type of BS chat. This is real. So yeah, no, not discounting that. So thank you guys again. Press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.